All right, so today we're doubling down on juice. Album's coming soon. Yeah. So today, I think I might have touched on it a little bit on one video, but I wanted to talk about bad business versus good business and why I think reselling is actually one of the most ethical businesses on the planet. No, you could say, oh, resellers are so bad. Well, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about scalpers. I'm not talking about reselling resellers. I'm talking about guys that find stuff, girls too, at garage sales, Goodwill, family members, whatever the case be. This is the most ethical business. And why is that? Because you're not stepping on anyone's back. If you go to a garage sale and you give a lady $10 for a thing that's worth $100, they want it out their damn house. They don't care about it. They could end up throwing that thing away. So now ethically, you're not stepping over anyone's back. You're not underpaying employees. You're not underpaying illegal work. You're not underpaying children to work. You're getting a product. Well, maybe the original product is probably that way. But now you're retaking that. So now say I don't have a good product to use, but let's say for vintage clothing, for example, got a buddy, shout out Benny, at Say Word, right down the street in Milwaukee, technically. Great vintage shop. And with clothes like that, of course there is like a higher end reselling and stuff. Like there's a lot of shops, probably more in bigger cities and stuff, that'll do like Supreme stuff and like newer stuff and also integrate that. With normal resale, it's great. I'm going to use him as an example. You can go to Goodwills, you can go to flea markets or garage sales or estate sales. Like this isn't secrets. These aren't secrets. Putting in the work, knowing what to do, that's your secret sauce, what to pay, whatever. So you go to a house and this lady has 100 tour shirts from the 80s, 70s, and she wants $2 a piece. No one's getting hurt. And if those are worth 20, 40, 50 bucks a piece, now you can make this money. Now with that profit, you're able to have employees where you're not stepping over someone to get those funds to give an employee good benefits or whatever the case be. Sorry, there's people walking outside. I gotta get some muffling something for the windows. If you can pay $2 for a product and both sides are happy and then you sell it for 40, 50 bucks, that profit margin helps everyone. Whether it dwindles down to, like I said, you can have employees, you can pay yourself well, you can take care of your family, and you can pay taxes, do whatever else on that. Compared to buying something for 15 bucks, selling it for 20. Or, even worse, going to Target, buying something for 20 and trying to rip someone off for 30. So the ethics with reselling, say for example someone comes in here, an older lady, older man comes in, says, hey, I have these toys, I need these out of my basement or I'm throwing them out. I could literally give her $1 and she would be happy. But I'm going to treat them right, and I'm going to, like I treat everyone for the most part, except you know who you are. I don't like you. Off the path, really quick, I try to act as if everyone knows exactly what they have. And sometimes with that comes, someone might come in and think they have something that's worth 40 bucks and really it's only 20, 30. And then that's a whole nother discussion. But when you have people, older people, they want to clear out the house or whatever, you're not taking advantage of these people. You're doing them a service. Now, by taking advantage of them would be if a person came in with a first edition Charizard in a box of stuff. The lady said, I don't know what this is. Here, you can have it. Ethically speaking, you should probably tell this person, hey, this is this, because you don't know, they could need money. We're going to go back to garage sales and stuff. Garage sales and Goodwill. Goodwill makes their money. They're getting these products for free. So if you give them anything over a penny, it's a positive transaction on both ends. They don't care. They're getting these things for free. Why does this matter? Because there are lots of business plans, whether they destroy the earth, they practice improper employment methods, whether it's overworking, underpaying, underage working, borderline slavery working. If anything that I've said so far bothers you, grab this, your phone, take it, Google, and see where all the minerals and cobalt and everything else comes from. And then you got literal slaves and children working in mines to make these phones that then you just mindlessly fucking scroll through. Maybe once in one in 10,000 videos, you see a video about these kids that do the iPhone and you go, oh, I don't want to see that. I like that the business that I am in and that many others are, like, it's almost, I don't know. I don't even know if there's a word for it. I say that a lot because I don't know a lot of words. There probably is a word for it. But with garage sales, and I implore you, I do know a couple words. I implore you to find deals like this and make money like that over going to Target and trying to inflate something because other people also want it. Ethical business practices, I'm not talking about putting natural stuff in soaps and whatever else. I'm talking about if you are the middleman within a selling standpoint and you're not importing or exporting, or you're not creating this product from the baseline, you are somewhat of a reseller. So if I have to sell things in here, I purchase them from a wholesaler who has purchased them from the creator. They are also wholesale resale. Then I am the resell, final resell, retail. With that, you want to find things that you don't have to step over people for. So I'm going to name drop Benny again. He's finding these items from Goodwill, garage sales, estate sales, all places that have already done that process. And now it's the last of the process. He's restoring these items. And with that, there's no one that you're stepping on. Of course, if you find an old lady that has all these really nice things and you take advantage of her, and then you also buy the clothes. Next video, I'm going to bring my big whiteboard up so I can have little things and just be like, we're going to talk this and this. But the beauty of this, the reselling, when you're getting it from someone else that already has enjoyed it or cherished or used these items, there's no one that you're stepping over. So even if you want to find used appliances, used whatever, like, you're taking your time, you're doing it. The effort and the time and the work is all within your side. You're not doing it onto someone else, you know? I like to think that I think best in the morning and at night when there's nothing there and I can just sit with my eyes closed and it just feels like every single thing I think is $1 million. That's a good feeling. It not necessarily have to act on it, but it just is a good feeling. This was one of those thoughts that I had one day with ethical business, and like I said briefly, and then I probably went on a tangent, might have even cut it. I have business ideas, but those business ideas step on others and I choose not to do them, which is a weird, that's philosophical, philosophical. I'm gonna put the words up, or the word. So like there's certain things that I just choose not to do, or I don't want to do them or whatever. Reselling, garage sales, estate sales, you're not hurting anyone. And I really do encourage more people to do things like that, even though there's too many people that do it. But like if you're going to do full-fledged resale business, get out of going to Target and getting that stuff. Go out and find people that have things that don't care what you give for them. Because then you have higher profit margins with no one getting hurt. Does that make sense? So we'll use the example one more time. If I could buy a product for $2 and it's not $2 because it's a child making it. It's $2 because someone already paid $20 years ago, doesn't want the product anymore, and is willing to give it to me for $2. I can clean it, restore it, post it, have my following, have my store, whatever. I can put a higher price that is a commanding market. I'm not trying to scalp that item. So if I can get a really nice shirt like this shirt, I mean, in 10 years, you're not going to find this now. So like this, if I decided to give it to someone and they wanted to sell it for the $200 it's going to be worth in 10 years, I'm never going to sell this shirt. That's a bad example. I hope that this makes sense. I hope I'm going to be able to cut it enough because I did go on off the same thing more than once. Yeah, so reselling, garage sales, estate sales, yard sales, Goodwill. All amazing places to find things for a great profit. And no one should be upset about that. Everyone commends that. When you see, hey, look, I just found this $40 toy at Goodwill for $1. I'm gonna sell it for $40. That's what it goes for. That's fine. You're good. You're good. Does that make sense? Yeah. Hey, and if you've made it this far, I really need you to go right here, cosmicdestroyers.com, and you must buy something or you will have 7 years of bad luck. Thank you guys. Like and subscribe and whatever else they say.
Fuck it now, run it back, burn it down.